one last question. Hi.
My name's Max Bliss. I've been researching into the long-term development of weather modification, and it's quite clear historically that this has been a wide-scale development. JFK talked in 1961 about wide-scale weather control, and I think if you look to America as one of the leading nations in weather modification, there are 42 nations that, according to the World Meteorological Organization, employing full-time weather modification. So with your models that you use for your predictions, do you take into account the variability in the local weather due to weather modification, because it's wide scale? And obviously it's going to affect precipitation because that's the goal of weather modification. You talk about these sensibilities, and the second part would be, historically there have been places like, for example, the River Arno in Florence that has cyclic floods that have been accurately recorded since Roman times. So if you have these extreme weather events, how do you determine whether or not that is actually due to climate change, or whether that is an understood and not understood cycle?
Plenty of food for thought there.
Yeah, I would say there's multiple things there. But first of all, if you look at things like cloud modification towards trying to get precipitation, some states like Nevada do put money into research or in the cloud seeding to try to change things. However, the science on the effects of that is much muddier as to whether that's really having a major impact. There's some suggestions that some of it works, sometimes it doesn't, and it's just not well understood. But I don't think that's something that's going on in a large scale, certainly across the country. What we do have, though, is
Oklahoma, Colorado, it's in Mexico.
It's in a few places.
Many places, actually.
Let me, in terms of the evidence, certainly out of the plains, so Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, there's zero evidence it works.
Because they had the Enron Treaty following the Vietnam War, because Senator Cleveland Powell exposed that weather warfare was used and it was effective.
Well, I mean, we don't know. It doesn't.
You don't know
precip in the plains. That's what we don't know. Yeah.
And your last question, the part of your question is, we certainly know that land use change over the last few centuries has also had an impact on climate, and so that is part of trying to do the unraveling of what's happening because of greenhouse gases versus land use change at the local scale is very complex. It makes it difficult to try to look at a particular place and why it's had floods for a long time period and whether that's changing